Welcome to Unlocking Understanding 10 Tips for Storybox Success with your host, me, Storybox Lady. Hello! Do you have your book with you so you can do this with me? I am reading A Wrinkle in Time. We are on tip number 9, pacing. What is pacing? It is how fast or slow a book is. There are 2 types of pacing: how fast or slow the author wrote the book. Questions to ask: does this book flow really well? Is it boring? Is it too hard to understand? Is it a page turner? We can't control how the author wrote the book. A poorly paced book can get boring easily, or you can forget what you have read because the plot is so confusing. Let's talk about A Wrinkle in Time and how she paced her book. I felt the pacing of the book was a little hard in some places. And this book had old language in it that I had to stop and look up or use my prior knowledge to understand it. The book was written about 62 years ago. Other than that, it flowed really well, and it was quite simple. It was a little boring and a little confusing, but I'm glad I read this classic. The second type of pacing is how you read. It's your reading speed and your reading comprehension. When you read at just the right speed, you can understand and remember what you're reading so much better. If you read too fast, you might miss crucial information, but if you read too slow, you might forget what happened earlier in the plot. Pacing is something to master with time and practice. I want to emphasize that. Time and practice. It won't happen overnight. I believe in you. I believe in you that you can practice these. Here are 4 pacing exercises to help you with your pacing mastery. First pacing idea is grouping. Instead of reading one word at a time, try grouping 2 or 3 or 4 words together to make one word. The articles a, an, and the are good places to start. The second pacing idea is popcorn partner reading. You can grab a sibling, a friend, a parent, a teacher. For this one, you can choose to read a sentence or a paragraph or a page. Take turns reading. Try to match each other's pace with your reading partner. The third pacing idea is timed reading challenges. Choose a passage out of a book. You can use a stopwatch and count how fast you read it, or decide a reasonable amount of time and use a timer. So you can count up the time or down the time. The most important thing about this pacing exercise is, remember, you aren't reading for accuracy or understanding at this time. You are just reading for speed. The last pacing idea is using different kinds of poetry and saying them out loud in a good, natural tone. Try to feel the natural rhythm and flow of the poem. Try all of these ideas if you would like. I hope you can find one of them that helps you read faster and with more accuracy. Be patient with yourself, and I hope that your pacing increases more and more each time you practice. Please follow me for more tips. We'll be talking about tip number 10. We have gotten to the final tip, and it's my favorite: connections. Bye.